More about ever, right?
Hey, wait, check it. Go. Bro, what are you doing?
I'm about to smoke.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this one thing. Balkan, the real Balkan. Smoking cigarette is everywhere. Brate moj, slušaj. Šta je ovo? Smoking cigarette in the podcast? No. Put that down, bro. Put that down. Are you mad? Put that down. Zdravo! Welcome back to the Balkan Talk Show with your boy Travelsofmozzy and Purcify. We bring you today episode number 3. Since most of you guys enjoyed the previous episodes, you know how it was for me to date in the Balkan, but more specifically in Macedonia. Today, we need to bring you from a different perspective, as a woman, because we were all like yesterday, me and Purcify, right? Firstly, we were talking about our perspective, what we think is right, what we think is wrong, how they might think. Now, Lenche, you've known me for like the past 3 years, and you also kind of helped me in terms of guiding me through in terms of what to do, what not to do, how to speak properly with Macedonians, because it's a different thing. Like I've dated, and for those who does not know, I'm gonna repeat again. I'm dating because I'm trying to find the right one, the one that I can bring the flower, put an engagement ring, and complete my journey. So Lenche, as a Macedonian, let's hear from your perspective.
So I watched the 2 episodes of you guys talking about that, and the second episode when Purcify was talking about the girl's image, and she see when people see her with a black guy or someone that is different than our culture, and the way she will be seen from other people. I think that's correct. I totally agree with that.
Okay.
I mean, it's just people, their mentality and everything like that. So I don't see it like that, but most of the people see it. So I agree with that. Also, when I'm going out with a guy, I also think like that. But when I came in Slovenia, and because I'm always watching, the Americans, TikToks and everything, I'm more adapted to that. So mostly I don't care what people think. It's most what I think about that, and how that person is acting.
Yeah.
The personality of that person. So I don't look at the nationalities.
That's true. You're right. It is the culture, but at the end of the time, it's about the person that you are talking to. How their mentality is, and how they see it. One thing though that I actually did experience a lot while living in Macedonia was that culture is one thing, but also the parents' perspective in terms of okay, great, so you are dating this guy, and he's not from our culture. So from the parents' perspective, how does that go?
So they also are looking, whose son is he, who are their parents, what is their history about everything. And, they look at that stuff. So if they don't have like a great history, they may say like, we don't like you dating this man. You understand?
I remember there was one time I was dating this girl from Skopje. And she told me one thing that was because we were supposed to have dinner at the family's house for the first time after, because we've been in a relationship for, I think, 3-4 months into it, but she never mentioned about me to her parents before that day. She told I'm seeing this guy, he's African. Their reaction was like, what? Šta? Yeah. Are you bringing an African, but then, so she told me it's to prepare myself, and I was thinking, okay, how can I prepare myself to my best ability? Well,
Michael Jackson.
With my hat, no, that was, I put myself like, I had just, simple clothes, but what I did was, I made sure that I brought some Ivar. Yes, because what could go wrong with an Ivar, right? But she also told me, no. Ivar is a great idea, but it's something better. Especially if you want to impress the father. there's something better they can bring to the table. You know what that is? Anyone want to make a guess?
Whiskey.
No.
Rakia.
Are you
If Italian,
Macedonian? Man said whiskey.
Bro, just
I don't know,
sorry,
coffee,
I think this.
something sweet.
The answer is rakia. Rakia.
Well, I said so.
Rakia. But my stupid ass, you know what I did? Because I always saw a bottle of Rosa in someone's fridge. And I was thinking, you know, Rosa, in your perspective, Rosa is rakia. So I went to the store, yeah, and I bought like, you know, a couple of bottles because it was so cheap. I was like, wow, is that cheap to have a rakia? Okay, say less. Let me go to the store, buy some Rosa, and I brought it to the table to the family.
Nice.
And I was like, so, you know, I brought you guys some gifts, you know, rakia. And they were like, wow, how very nice of you, you know? And then they start opening it and, you know, trying to take some shots. And then, of course, they realized it was water. Their first impression was this guy trying to, you know, play with us. So I quickly learned the fact that, you know, rakia is not made in, you know, from Rosa. Katastrofa bre.
But you know, Mosey, on the other hand, you kind of like proved him that you don't know a lot about alcohol. So
That's
it's
true.
definitely a green flag for the girl. Look, this guy doesn't know how we're keeping our alcohol and stuff like that. So it's like, from one side, it's nice. From the other side, maybe it's like, how could he not know? You know? So it's like, it's good to be naive to one point, but not too much because the daughters, she did the right choice. You just need to do right by you. You know that. That was poetic, actually. Definitely, when we talk about dating in the Balkans, especially if it's a multicultural thing or like people like from different ethnic backgrounds, different color, however, it's definitely not to say a red flag, but it definitely serves its purpose regarding that. For example, we want the Christians to be with the Christians, the Muslim to be with the Muslim, the white people with the white people, the black people with the black people, or something like that. But these are some prejudice that's been done like throughout the last hundreds of years, which now at this point actually they don't even apply towards the world population and towards relationships. But again, if your family or if you're coming in with a more traditional background, for them it's like I said, not weird, but it's like about what would the other people think. You know, it's more about the image and the behavior and the judgment of the other people that is actually about the relationship for yourself or does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you a better person? So I think it's definitely more about the other people than it's actually about the person itself. So yeah, we've always had prejudice, but I think kind of like the acceptance of the family, it's kind of like the biggest red or a green flag for a girl, I think, in my perspective, when it comes to dating, that the acceptance of the family is kind of like number one.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Well, we all know, you know, things did not go according to the plan with that girl, so, you know, we broke up. But here's another question. Now, me, myself, I'm a confident guy. I know what to do, what not to do. But, you know, because of my experience, my experience, that sounds so bad. Hold on, check it. Check it. Okay.
You should just brag about yourself and your experience.
My experience in terms of, you know, trial and error. That's what I meant. Not my experience in terms of having a lot of girls. Now, back to my question. So, as a foreigner, going out to meet people, dating, like I learned Tinder might not be the solution to dates anymore, you know, but I figured there's another way you can introduce yourself and get to know girls, right? And that is by approaching them. Huh?
No, I'm joking.
And that is, you know, by approaching them, either at daytime or at a specific cafe, whatever. Now, the question that I'm going to ask here is, what's the best way to approach a Macedonian girl? I'm going to start off with Purcify, and then let's get your perspective into it, Lenche.
The best way to approach a girl would be not sending other people towards her, not sending her drinks, not send her, oh, ask her what you want to drink from me or something like that. That's like seventh grade stuff in 2001. So I think the best way, for at least based on what I'm seeing, not what I'm doing, would be to be brave enough, to go there, introduce yourself. Hi, blah, blah, blah. My name is this and that. You quite, like caught my attention. I would really like to get to know you. I don't like to seem like I'm pushing or that I'm attacking you or something like that. If you want to, we can exchange numbers. So whenever you have a free time, let's chat, grab a coffee or whatever it is. Don't go with the approach, ooh, like your mind and everything. It just kind of like pushes you away. So I think being polite, being honest, and being brave.
Okay, fair enough. What about you, Lenche? You agree with him or?
So personally, if you are in a bar or something or outside, if you see a girl watching you, I mean, like, if I said, you will know if the girl likes you, if the girl likes you or something. So if you think she likes you, if she looks at you, then you can approach her. Maybe it's better to go in person.
Yeah. Or if you don't know how, you call me and I can't speak for you, my G.
Yeah, because that helped, huh? Last time I said, bro, help me out here. What do I do? Man threw me into it. Man pushed me into her. And I didn't even know what to say. I was like, Zvini. Tisi super lepa. That's what I said. Huh?
Imagine if you start with this Zvini, if you start the conversation with a story, from that, it's just up, bro. You cannot go lower than that.
Yeah, but I also think that you should be like more confident. Not to be like, I don't know how to talk to you or something. On the second episode, you also talked about girls at the first, phase of dating. They don't want to be seen. So that's also true, also from a guy's. I'm talking about experience here.
Okay.
So the first thing about that is someone will, see and they will be jealous and say to you some stuff that are not true. And the second, it may fail, and then everybody will know that you guys dated because everyone know each other on the Balkan. So it's I agree with that. So maybe they don't want to be seen on the first phase or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, if I can add something to it, I think it's not just the first date. I think they don't want to be seen, at least when it's still not, how do you call it, when it's still a situationship or delusionship, however you want to call it, and you just started hooking up, going out and stuff like that. I think they want to be at least a few months when they're sure that this is the guy that I want to show around towards other people. Because, like Lenche said, people know each other a lot, especially in small cities. We're small countries, all of us. So especially in the small cities, basically, they want to be sure before they actually show up with the person, regardless if it's a boy or a girl. They want to be sure who they're dating. And most of the time, what happens is probably both of the people are not into that much serious relationship, so they just don't want to block other situationships with other people that can happen because they will be seen with this person going out and hanging out. They create the value of their own relationship based on the opinions of the other people. But on the other hand, I understand that this is kind of like rooted inside our society, rooted into our traditions, and it's been kind of like inherited from generation to generation. So it cannot be just like canceled and you go date today this guy, tomorrow another guy, or this girl, another girl, and not get the hate from the people or not get this, how do you call it, gossip around the city that you're doing this, that she's doing that. So more or less, we're getting back to the point that it's more about the other people around you than it is actually about you.
Okay. So basically, bring your A game if you want to approach a girl. Be confident. Say something sweet, but very short. Read on her whether or not she's interested or not. But also be respectful because there's always people watching. Is that it?
No, wait. I want to say something very important. What you just said is is the truth. Be confident, be honest, be direct, all of it. But if she's for the streets, my G, she's gonna go back for the streets because that's where she belongs. So don't try to save them if they don't want to be saved. That's also the point.
Okay. I think actually the best way that I found to approach a girl is having a good best friend, a girl best friend, right? That can do the work for you, you know, but she needs to be energetic. She needs to be energetic. Because, you know, me and Lenche, we have a lot of great stories together there when it comes to that.
Sure.
I'm telling you, bro.
We're just getting started.
Like, there was one time, there was a few girls that I really liked, and I want to approach them, but, you know, sometimes you just don't feel like it, you know. Even though you do have the confidence, but you just don't feel like doing it. So what's the best way to do it? Well, have a good best friend, like Lenche, a girl that can do that for you. So she went up, introduced herself, you know, chit-chatted, danced with her, dance with them, you know, the girl group, whatever. And then, you know, I came back from, you know, let's say I was busy outside. I came back and I was like, where's my friend? Oh, she's over there. Let me go and, you know, say hi. Boom. You know, she already got the crowd going wild and I'm coming into it like, you know, another friend. So that usually works. I think that's the best trick when it comes to approaching girls.
Having a wingman is the best option ever.
Yeah, I think having a wingman is best, not you pushing me into a girl, personally.
Yeah,
Different girls, different approaches. You know that. You just have to find a way.
yeah. So maybe it's better if your wingman is like a girl. Maybe
100%.
girls feel safe that way, so they're like, oh, she's hanging out with him. So he wants to meet me with him. He's a good guy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he has a girlfriend, he's not a maniac. He won't do anything bad to me. If this girl is kind of like vouching for him, that means he's a
Yeah.
good guy.
And let's say if you approach some girl and say like, "Hey, my friend's over there, he thinks you're nice," she will be like, oh, "What's wrong with him? He cannot come talk to me."
100%.
Let me tell you about a story. And this happened in Skopje, okay? So it was the early times. I went out a lot because in order for you to get to know a lot of people, you need to get out of your comfortable zone and just go out. So I went to this cafe / bar, and we all know the nightlife in the Balkan is everyone is on their own table. So I was standing at my table, chilling, you know, doing my thing, just looking around, getting people to, you know, be a bit more cherished and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys probably know this better than me, but Balkan people do not smile a lot. I mean, even with you two right now, you guys were not even smiling at all. So people do not smile unless you approach them. Then you figure out. So my perspective as a foreigner, new in Macedonia, new in Skopje, going out and approaching people was my second last option because everyone was like that, like this.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not approachable. Even the girls, bro.
I want to say something. Yeah, so doesn't mean you know anything like mean. There was a video on TikTok. Someone posted it how girls on Balkan are flirting. They don't smile at you. They just look at you mean, and that's it. That's it.
Exactly, and that makes it even more impossible. You know, I have already people staring at me, but staring at me with just like this. You know, and in Norway, where I'm from, where I live currently, people smile a lot. Like you pass people, they smile at you. You know, so that's what I kind of like got used to. So, anyways, back to the story. So I was standing at my table alone, you know, sipping on my Red Bull, and then these two couples came up to me. I was like, oh, very nice, you know. And they introduced themselves, you know, they started dancing with me. They asked me, you know, what are you doing in Macedonia? Why did you choose Skopje? I told them my Tinder love story. Anywho, they asked me if I wanted to join them to an after party. And I was like, all right, I mean, I got nothing else to do. And this is even better way for me to get to know more people.
Yeah, right.
What happened? Oh my days. Because I trust people a lot. And that's, you know, again, has to do with the culture that I'm in. I trust people very easily. I got to their apartment. I was expecting a lot of people because it's an after party. There was no after party. It was just them two. And guess what they asked me?
No. What?
So, it's not an after party, but, we couldn't ask you over there because we did not know how you would react. But we don't usually see a lot of black people around. So we were wondering if we can...
No. What did you say?
You wanted wait. I have to wait. Did they want you to join them, or did the husband wanted you and the wife to watch you?
No. As soon as they said threesome, my mind, I went to somewhere else. My mind just went somewhere else. I was thinking to myself, what in the world just happened? What's going on here? I was stunned, and I said, just give me a few minutes to prepare. So they said, okay, cool. And she went to talk to the guy, because they're husband and wife. That makes it even more crazier. This is a husband and wife we're talking about, okay? Anyways, so she went to talk to him. Man, what did I do? Open the door. Hasta la vista, baby. I ran for my life. Hell no. Nema chance, brate. Nema chansi. So, yeah, that was a bit too friendly for my experience right there. So I said no thank you, and I just had to... I didn't say no thank you, I just ran away. I ran away. Hopefully they're not watching this podcast right now as we speak.
You were like scared?
I was scared. Well, there's a lot of things...
You were scared because of the guy.
Huh?
You were scared because of the husband.
The husband is an old guy, that's one. The second thing is, God knows if they're, what I'm alone. No one knows I'm even there, Anything can happen to me.
I can understand the worst case scenario that you're having in your head, because no one knows you're there, you're not having a friend with you, no one knows what it can happen. But there was also a scenario where the guy just wants to watch you. Maybe tickle you.
Check it. Are you saying what I think you're saying? Check it, brate. Are you saying what I think you're saying? Would you do it?
This is not about me, Mustafa.
Oh, it's not about you.
Don't put me in the fire. Don't put me in the fire.
Lele.
No.
Let's say you are him. This happened to you. What you do?
If I was you?
No, not me.
No, him.
Yeah, me.
Yes.
If I was in your position.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can answer it on the podcast.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. He would do it.
So the answer is yes.
He would
See
do
you
it.
in the next episode.
He would do it. So, thank you all. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. This is episode number 3, Dating in Macedonia, from Lenche's perspective, but from our also perspective. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to check it out on Spotify, YouTube, and on Instagram, The Balkan Talk Show. Adios.